Turning to Washington now, the White House says U.S. President Donald Trump will sign an executive order later today doubling tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, raising them to 50%. Trump initially imposed 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to the United States back in March. The new tariffs are set to take effect on Wednesday. And Quebec is the biggest producer of aluminum in North America, with the U.S. buying most of our primary aluminum product for manufacturing. So, Caroline, how is Quebec's aluminum industry responding to this latest tariff threat?
Well, Maya, they are surprised, but then again, not really, given the volatile, erratic nature of the U.S. president and his tariff war so far. But of course, they are concerned. Quebec produces about 3 million tons of raw aluminum a year. We are the largest producer of it in North America, and while there are about 7,500 direct jobs in the production of aluminum, there are another 30,000 jobs in companies buying aluminum and making aluminum products here. Now, according to the Quebec aluminum industry, about 20% of that production is exported directly or indirectly to the U.S. So if that is affected, 6,000 jobs here could be at risk. And with aluminum being more expensive everywhere, consumers buying everything from cars to soda cans will be even more impacted on both sides of the border. This at a time when the aluminum industry in Quebec and Quebec's aluminum industry was one of the strongest in the entire world, or was positioned as one of the strongest in the entire world, able to compete with China and other major aluminum exporters. So these tariffs will not only hurt Canadians but Americans as well. And it seems that the U.S. aluminum industry's own attempts to convince the U.S. president of this have had no impact so far.
This will be damaging for them, and they know it, and that's why they've been talking about exempting Canada, which is their main supplier. But at the same time, I mean, maintaining a level of 50% tariff will still keep the aluminum price very high, even if Canada is exempted. And I mean, they have not taken a different position on that one, but at 50%, I would be surprised that this is something that they would want to see, because it is hurting their own members.
Now, Canada currently has a counter tariff of 25% on U.S. steel and aluminum products, and the Quebec aluminum industry has actually been lobbying the Carney government to drop that tariff in order to not impact the price of aluminum. So far, the Carney government has not changed its strategy on this, but U.S. manufacturers of products made with aluminum are already reporting a softening of sales there due to price hikes, and the risk of that will only increase if this doubling occurs. Aluminum production in the U.S. is something that Trump seems convinced he can create, but something that Alu Quebec maintains would take at least 5 years to materialize, if ever. Maya.
All right. Thank you very much, Caroline.